Hello guys and welcome back to another PokeTorio video, and as you can see you've got all three of us today, so it means it's a special video. So we've got Adam and James with us.
How's it going, everyone?
How's it going?
And what we're going to be doing today is our returns from PokeGrade that we sent off 3 weeks ago-ish, something like that. So if you haven't watched that video, I'll pop it in the eye up there. Make sure you check that one out. And for all things UK grading, all news, information, submissions and slab reveals, make sure you press the subscribe button, turn on the bell for notifications so you never miss a video. So yeah, now we've done the introduction. Adam, if you want to start off, because we sent 2 cards off. Adam sent his, I sent mine, sent to me completely different packages. Well, they probably know that we're from the same one because I know they like to watch our videos. But yeah, Adam, if you want to show your card off and let's get into it. I am excited to see what these come back as, to say the least.
Yeah, I am as well. If I get anything better than a 3, I'm happy. So yeah, I sent off the first edition Chikorita from Neo Genesis. Just going to bring my camera up. So I sent off the first edition Chikorita from Neo Genesis. It was in a bit of a battering. So I'm not expecting anything major out of this. But we can all hope. Right. Okay. Right, we're good. We're good. What's the what we calling then, lads?
I'll go with a 4.
Right, let me
5.
Let me try and figure out how to
So
do this.
what's that on the, before we turn it round, what's the back of the label? Talk us through that.
So it's just got, so we've got in the top right, we've got the QR code, which my lighting's not the greatest for this. Should have really shut my my blinds. So we've got the QR code in the top right, the PokeGrade logo in the middle, and then that's the security tag, isn't it? Right here.
Hand
Right,
placed.
so PokeGrade just above. I like the back of them.
Yeah, looks very PSA. Got to say that.
Yeah.
Very slick.
So we just flip it and see
Go
what
for
we've
it.
got.
Go for it.
Go for it.
So we've got a 6.
Oh.
So number 21 it is the founded by you label as well. There's a slight, I don't know if it's in wonky, but I don't know if you can really see.
Oh, what, the label itself?
Yeah, it looks like it's been
It's on the piss,
yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah, it's like, I don't know if that's what they've gone for, but if you look, the bottom right corner is a lot thinner.
Definitely.
I think it was ever so slightly the same on your VMAX Blastoise Mew.
Just looking at it now. I don't. That's noticeable though. That
Yeah.
straight away, I noticed that.
So I'm gonna give PokeGrade a 6 on their centering.
So where's the serial number? Is that the number 21?
Yes, I believe so. If you just want to pop the database up, Mr. C.
So overall, are
see.
you happy with the grade, with the slab?
Yes. The only issue is obviously it does look wonky, but like I say, I can't tell.
No, it is when you've just set it back there.
Yeah.
You know, I hope we're not being harsh, guys. If what do you think in the comments? You know, does it look wonky to you, or
Yeah, I just
let
want
us
to say
know, because
this is not me just having a go. I'm just saying, like, it is quite noticeable.
it does
I
look it
think
to me.
If they
Yeah.
get that straight and spot on.
Brilliant. So let's look
Slip you back there.
at the
All right, we have it here. Written by Pete Graham, number 21. Your 2000 Pokemon Neo Genesis Chikorita First Edition, graded 6. You have that picture there of them holding it. And to be fair, it doesn't look as wonky in this picture.
No, it doesn't.
But when you hold it there, it's fairly wonky.
But you can't. So if you look on the left side of it, you can see it's a lot thinner border compared to the
Yeah.
right. I think it's just quality control. It's the first couple of grades, printing. This stuff happens. I think hopefully they see this and it's something that they can work on. Like I say, it's not me. I'm not having a go. I'm just saying it's just little things, just a bit of constructive criticism.
Yeah. All right, card flaws. It says black micro specks appear on the front yellow edge of this card, as well as whitening on the reverse to all 4 sides and corners.
Yep.
Centering met the required standard to allow the overall grade of this card to be a 6. So it's the centering that pushed it up.
Yeah. The centering on it is very good. I'd say.
Yeah.
Top to bottom, I'd probably say it's like 55 to 45 from the top.
Yeah.
And then
So
left to
got,
right.
what, like a 9 on centering, and the rest wasn't great, so it pulled it down to a 6.
Yeah.
Can you just go back to the description, Mr. C?
Yeah.
So this company's gone through a lot of changes since we last did a video on them, and this is something that I want to sort of put out there is the unique selling point of this company is that they provide this detailed description. Now, I know they've changed it where you can now submit a card for a lot cheaper without the detailed description. Because I think the reason they've done this is because they've had a lot of feedback saying they don't need the description. It doesn't warrant the cost increase. And I can see what people say by that now, because when I was watching videos of where he was saying, you know, the reason the prices are so high is because we spend time writing out the description and you know, document it and stuff like that. And I can see what people mean now. I don't think that description warrants an £11 increase in card.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like a submission cost, that description, you know, it's nice. Don't get me wrong, it's nice, and I'm not slamming the company here. I'm just saying that description doesn't warrant an £11 increase. So it's good, you know, it's good that they are now offering a cheaper alternative without the description for people that want it, you know, a cheaper way to grade cards, should we say. So that is one thing worth noting. So I'm guessing they've had a lot of feedback regarding the description and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think it's the fact that they say it's a report, and to me that's not a report. It's only a brief.
Just 2 sentences.
Fair enough. Like there's not many. There might not be many flaws on, but the flaws obviously drag the thing down, drag the grade down. But maybe just make that a lot more, like explain it a bit more. But maybe at the same time they don't need to.
Yeah,
it is covered in those couple of sentences. Yeah.
No. So Adam, overall, you happy?
Yeah, like I say, I didn't expect it to get very high because I did say to you it's got quite a bit of whitening. So I did say the centering was good.
Yeah.
But where does it say about the micro specs again?
On the front yellow edge.
On the front yellow edge.
See, but like there, front yellow edge.
Like
it doesn't
is it
say.
here?
When they did border? When we first spoke of this company and it said it would be the full report explaining where it is, I thought it was going to be. So in your top right corner, you've got whitening. I think that could be something they could add.
So somewhere on this edge, there are black micro specs.
Yep.
Okay. Right. Should we move on to mine?
Yeah.
Yes.
So, right. Let me drop down and we can have a look at mine. So again, here we are. We've got mine. So let's have a look at it. If we remember, we sent off the Neo Lugia. So I'll be very interested to see how this comes back. Again,
I'm going to say 9.
I'm going to say 8.
If we get that in. There we go. So I'm not going to go over the back of the label. It is worth noting though that PG is hollow. It's like a hollow foil.
Okay.
So that is worth noting. And then you've got your stamps. So let's have a look. We've got
Oh wow.
What? What the fuck?
3.
I don't even know what to say to that.
Well, what's the serial number? Well,
Serial number is number 9. I don't. I do have an issue with that. I'm not going to lie, because as you could, like, the holo had no scratches on it whatsoever, and I know that's something I pointed out massively on the submission video. There was some slight scratches on the back, which is more like rub marks, but seems to have gained a crease. So yeah, not going to go into that too much, but yeah, he's got a 3. So let's have a look at the report. Let's have a look at the report, because this is going to be interesting.
all right. So we have the card.
And the label is off center, by the way.
It is as well. You can see that drastic, more so than Adams.
Yeah.
Okay. Card flaws. Multiple scratches let this card score down drastically. These can be found on the reverse of this card, like you said. Once reflected under light at different angles, multiple horizontal scratches can also be found on the reverse above and around the T in Monster. On the front, next to the fighting energy symbol, there seems to be some type of material that is raised from the card. That is all she wrote.
And that got a 3.
And that got a 3.
Did it say anything about centering?
It doesn't say anything about centering.
Right. Okay. Let's have a look at this.
It's just mainly scratches.
Right.
Right, well,
Let's have a look, because that's, you know, I'm not a professional grader, but hey ho.
so it said by the T in Monster. Horizontal scratches, multiple, apparently.
Okay. I'm guessing that there is something on the thing, but
Yeah.
and then something on the front energy.
It said the fighting energy on the front, there is some type of material that is raised from the card. So there's something on the card.
I mean, you can't see. Oh, yeah, I'll definitely be looking into that, because for it to get a 3, yeah, I'm not going to dwell on it. I'll look into it. But again, right, this is leading back to, you know, I'm not going to get all hissy about it, but leading back to the report, you know, a bit more detail on that report. I know he said there's a few horizontal scratches, and you know, there's something raised from the card on the front, but you know, as the centering let it down to get it, because for a 3 I'd expect major scratches, like, to be seen through the slab, like.
Yeah, it doesn't even say anything like on the front. So
apart from that fighting energy, there was nothing wrong with the front.
That's what I mean. So does that warrant a 3? I mean, you get a crease. You get a crease. You get a crease in a card, and it's like a 6. Like a PSA automatically knock it down to a 6. It's not creased. You know, a few scratches. But hey ho.
So the holographic itself is untouched. It doesn't say anything about
There's
the
no
front
whitening
apart
on
from
the
fighting energy.
No whitening on the edges. They didn't mention that. Now I can see. The reason I thought it'd get an 8 is because I know there's a few little micro specs. But it is what it is, guys. You know, not everyone's going to have a questionable grade like this. So as a round up to the company as a whole, what do we think? I'll let you, Per, answer this one.
So slab wise, I think they've got spot on. Like the card fits perfectly in it. I'll give them that. I think they just need to work on the labels. Just get those straight, and I think you could be onto a winner here. The report side, a bit more detail. I think if they throw a bit more detail and give everyone a bit more understanding to why it has graded that, I think is needed. One of the things we didn't mention regarding the labels for posting. So they have their logo on the front, and it also says grading opening. Grading is now opening. I think that could be a thing to consider for future, as if people know you're a grading company, they might, if anything happens to it, like the letters, anything like that, people know it's a grading company and it could be something valuable in it, which I think could be a thing to consider. No, there's no harm in the logo, but the actual saying grading is now open is, I think that could be.
It could be a giveaway.
A bit of a downside, yeah. Because like we saw in a previous video with a different company, Ben's card got sent to the wrong address, and is lucky that the person refused to take the parcel, and it did eventually get back to him. Some people might not look at it that way, may take it. So I think that could be another thing to look into. What about you, James? What do you think?
Pretty much the same as yourself, and mainly the card description itself. Could they not put something in like there was multiple scratches on the reverse, or the centering, this is why it scored a 3, this is why it scored this and that, that's why it dragged it down, sort of thing. So if they tell you, say, what they graded the centering at, what they graded the corners at, because I know you get that on your PSA cards and your Beckett, they'll have that information for you. But other than that, yeah, exactly what Adam has spoken about. Their cases are pretty much spot on. If they sort out the wonkiness of the label, then I think those slabs are a contender for one of the top.
It's very basic on the front. Very, very basic.
Yeah, but it's not. It's clean, it's neat and tidy. There's not too much going on.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's not a bad thing. It's basic, but it is very basic. Yeah. The 3 also is
slightly off center, isn't it?
Is also slightly off center in the actual. You can't see, but
yeah, it's just a bit of quality control.
Little quality control issues that need to be rectified. But yeah. So
other than that, I'm fairly impressed with them.
Yeah, let me know. Let us know in the comment section, guys, if you've had any experiences with this company. You know, what your thoughts are, and basically what do you think of the 3? You know, I'd be very intrigued to hear people's opinions on that. But yeah, we will have more grading videos coming up over the next couple of weeks with more companies coming out. So as I said at the beginning, make sure you are subscribed to make sure you don't miss anything. We do pride ourselves on being the first to get any UK grading news out to you as quick as possible. And if we're not the first, we're most definitely the second. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and we shall see you next week.